So interesting, and I'm going to transition slightly into your art now.
Yeah.
And firstly, that community that you're making in your studio.
Yeah, yeah.
Kuda Kwashe.
Yeah, yeah. Perfect.
And also to me, you're a student of art.
Yeah.
Everything you post you're really engaging in the art community, and you're part of that community.
Yeah.
And so, firstly, if you've not seen Kuda's work, go on Instagram, go check it out, because
thanks, man.
I'm a fan from afar. In terms of, we've not seen each a long time, but
yeah, it's been a long.
You've seen if you just scroll through your Instagram, everything is getting more impactful. I don't know if that's the way to put it, but impactful and even more just detailed and quite frankly amazing.
Thanks, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, and most of your work is focusing on the Black experience recently.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's always. I think back you were just doing landscape at first.
No, you're right. Yeah.
And so, just starting out in art, you're always interested in it.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm really interested in, is that your passion? Is it a hobby? Is there a goal to your art? Or is it just an expression, a way to express yourself? You know, how do you define that in relation to the work you do as an architect?
No, that's interesting. I think I've always said I'm definitely like an artist before an architect. Well, I can't even call myself an architect because I haven't qualified yet, but you get what I mean. Yeah. So I'm always an artist before, but I feel like I wouldn't be the same without architecture there, because I feel like it I guess stimulates my mind in a different way. It's more problem solving. Like architecture is more problem solving and that side of things, whereas art is more, you know, where I can just be creative and just do whatever I want. I can paint whatever, I can post whatever on the page. Like even on the page, like there's so many paintings that I do and I don't post. Like a load of paintings that like are just waiting there. It's just because it doesn't fit into what I'm doing at the moment, maybe. Yeah. Especially like landscapes. Like I paint a landscape every weekend, every single weekend. Like I paint one like every Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but then obviously if you see my feed, like I haven't posted one in months.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why like sometimes it will look like I haven't posted anything like in a bit, but it's because I've just been painting other stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's definitely about the Black experience anyway. I think the major change really, which is really random, is for a long time, so I have like the same paints pretty much. I still use like the same paintbrushes that I like stole from school, for example. That I still have, like, but the major change was just buying brown paint. Literally buying brown paint.
Wow. So
after that, they just opened up all of the paintings that I'm doing now, and for some reason I just didn't have brown paint. Obviously black skin, brown paint. So yeah, after that I just felt like I had this opportunity to do whatever I want now that I have this brown paint, and I can actually start to connect a bit more with my own experiences, because I have the paint that can actually reflect who I am as a person and my own experiences. So,
and from an output perspective, in terms of the work you've done, and I'd say it's got some acclaim to it recently.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
what's the response been in terms of what you're putting out there? You know, has it changed the way you're thinking about your art going forward? Like,
I'd say, I like to say no, but I think it definitely does, man. Like it's just knowing that, like for example, like you mentioned the Tate thing, the Tate Modern thing, which is like the biggest thing that I guess I've achieved so far. You know, being on that billboard and getting the recognition from them, you know, which is huge. But like knowing that, okay, so that did well, that style did well. Do I just continue doing that even if I don't want to do it anymore? That's the difficult part, because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore when I want to do something else. But I know that like when I post on Instagram, it does well when I do that style. So but it's hard, man. It's hard.
You telling me that you paint a landscape every single Sunday has blown my mind slightly. Okay, because I said to you earlier, the creative output you're putting on Instagram, you feel that you're not putting out loads of things consistently. Yeah. Because it's your personal thing. So you're probably thinking about it every day. Same with the way I do things. I'm like, I haven't posted in ages.
Exactly, yeah.
No one else cares about what I'm doing.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? So to me, you've always posted very consistent, and you've always stayed in a very, I don't know, aesthetically consistent theme. Do you know, it all builds up on each other, and if you've followed your journey, you know, there's a really nice ascension to everything you're doing. But for the fact that you paint every Sunday, how do you manage the restraint almost to not just post something because you've created it and you like it, but develop that theme? Is there a thought behind it, or just natural? Because me personally, I create something, I just want to get it out there.
You want to get it out there, yeah.
That's just me personally. I just want to get it out, and I want to share it, and I want to move on to the next one.
Yeah.
So is there a bigger strategy behind the way you share things?
You know what, it's true, man. I think the way that you do it is the way that it should be, because I think so, because like it's very limiting the way that I'm doing things, and I've had so many discussions with people about this as well, like especially like, so my sister, she has like a page to do with like UK supper clubs and like food, which is doing really well on Instagram. I think she has like 20k followers.
What's the Instagram?
UK supper clubs. Okay. I think she changed it to rumby.shira, which is her name.
Okay.
So but yeah, so like that's doing well, and she always tells me like, you know, it's all about content and just posting things, and that's how you get the engagement. You know, people who are into social media, you know about all of this. So like engagement is everything, content is everything, and that's the difficult part. So yeah.
But I'd argue that I'd agree with what she's saying, and I think content is everything, but there's an invaluable price that's put on good content.
Yeah, it's true.
And especially because to me you're consistent because the work you're putting out on your actual posting on your page consistent and builds, and it doesn't feel too far away from me, but you're also engaging through your stories in that very student-like manner.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's bringing me in, not just because I'm seeing your painting, but also because this is a source for me to learn about the community, to learn about what's going on, different artists.
Yeah,
like I've learned probably about more artists because of you.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's
like
great.
that's opening up. So because you are taking a more thoughtful approach, I don't know if I'm completely on just putting content out there, because content has to be good, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. And I think, you know, that so what I did for people who don't know, I did during Black History Month, I posted a black artist every single day, like throughout, which was great, and people really enjoyed that. You know,
can you still see that on your? Did you see that on your stories?
Yeah, still on my
the
my
highlights.
Feed. I think I actually posted them as well.
Okay,
so, so 3, so 30 in total. Yeah, no, that did really well, and that was like, even for me, you know, as you say, I'm definitely still a student. There's so much that I'm still learning, and in terms of techniques, researching, you know, all of that, and even all the work that I post, there are always things that I'm not really happy about, but I just know, like, you just have to know when to stop and just let it go, man. Just let it go. Like, it's done. Like, there's no more you can do, and there's always a point as well in painting, right? Every single painting that I've done where, like, it's like overkill, or like you're just working on it a bit too much, and then it kind of starts to go the other way. And then you start to ruin it. So knowing when to stop is like the hardest bit, but yeah.
What's good people? If you enjoyed that, then listen to the full episode over on your favourite podcast streaming service. Or for more clips, just continue to explore the channel. Keep it easy.